Hi everyone, hi every spirit, Miss Daria here, aka Daria, and I wish you are enjoying your day, night, evening, or whatever you are doing. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure to check out my description down below for my art and my creativity, as well as my amazing partner, Esotericcloudsurfer. I just want to show you a sculpture that I finished today. You can see it in my Instagram, so make sure to check it out. And today I wanted to bring up this a little bit of wisdom and knowledge to the space, and I wanted to talk about how being after a crowd or going after a crowd, following a crowd, or a decision made by the crowd and following it without really applying your own critical thinking and your own thoughts to it, can drown your individuality and how you express it, as well as how you understand yourself and how you express yourself in the world and with other people, right? Because we all strive to work together as a team, right? But as I said in one of my previous videos, you as an individual have to act like one, right? You have to understand that you are an individual that is not replicable. You have a unique spiritual path and unique interests and unique gifts given to you by your own spirit, right? So you gotta know how to translate your values to the world in the right manner, so all of us can work together and bring value to each other based on what we like doing and what our gifts are, what we value and what our values are. And based on that, well, we find our soul group, we find people that we want to work with and provide value to, as well as receive value from, right? And going with the crowd is the numbed down version of teamwork. People that are not pursuing expressing themselves in a real way, or have been numbed down many times through childhood and been wrecked from their individuality, or have been told that their individuality is too much, or they are too much of this, too much of that. Sometimes it's true, but they, like many people, decided to completely avoid a certain part of themselves that is crucial for their own development and their own expression, and even sometimes going against the group thing in order for you to stay in your values. Because I will bring a example that we all know about to this, but let's continue on talking about why is it that going with the crowd and not having not having your own value and your own individuality integrated with that crowd, right, can numb down that individuality and creativity and spirituality that you have within yourself, that is waiting to be awakened and expressed and communicated and shown to the world, right? And that, because that is what brings value to the world, your individual perspective, your individual ability to do something, and their ability to bring something to you. And so it's important to discover that. And even if sometimes you don't have others to follow or to work with, you should persist on expressing yourself and discovering that which you want to continue expressing, and even discovering and refining, so you can be able to participate in any group, in any sort of communion with other people in the best way possible, so you all are in the right places at the right time. So nothing is like, obviously there will always be a little bit of conflict. That's what comes with us being unique individuals, is that we will not be the same, we will not be having always the same exact values or the same exact perspectives, but also that is how we create stronger relationships. We are able to solve a problem together, and that involves an individual and individuals working together to accomplish a certain goal. So group think and like going with the crowd without you owning your values and without you respecting yourself can lead to very, very bad consequences. And one of those examples is, for example, Nazi Germany, right? You have a whole country, let's not say everybody, but the majority of people were following the Nazi group, right? They were all following a certain paradigm or a certain indoctrination that has been fed to them, and they all came together in order to, work for a certain goal, which in obvious results was devastating. It was something that should not have happened, but it happened because people have been following each other and been following someone that they didn't critically think about what that leader was doing or whatever they were promoting. They just went with the crowd because the crowd seemed to like his appeal or whatever it is, or the power, the confidence of those people, and it was absolutely devastating. And that's one of the examples of how crowd thinking and you going with the crowd without having your own mind can totally devastate a nation, can totally devastate a certain population and a certain group of people, because that can really that's like a gang, like a gang comes together and without them being individuals, they come together because they were poor or whatever it is, and they have all these grudges, all this thing going on, this melting pot that is waiting to be opened and the chaos to be released, right? So it's that suppression of your individuality that leads people to following the crowd. It is the suppression of their own and others' individuality that leads them to shame others because they are stepping out of the crowd, they are stepping out of line. You know what I mean? So another example, we know very well what happened in 2020, and that is one of the examples of how group or like how following the crowd can be devastating for people. Everybody was like in stores and shit, everybody, the managers and shit were getting private security guards to threaten you, to call the police if you don't put on a mask. That's something, and that is like the least of what was happening outside. Like, people were already so indoctrinated into the fear of whatever they thought was happening because it was shown on the news, that they were all controlling each other on, oh, you should wear the mask, or you shouldn't touch me, or like very, very fearful. Or and then it comes to if you don't take the jab, you are literally being you are literally a threat to people, and that comes to very, very it comes to the same terms as you expressing yourself and how you really think about something. They will shame you for, oh, you really think that? Oh, you such a fucking outcast, right? You really look at this that way? People don't look at it that way. Are you stupid? Are you out of the line? Are you out of your mind? Haven't you been in the streets, or haven't you seen the news? Haven't you seen what people talk about this? Isn't that normal? And that is not normal. It's not because everybody that is following a group or everybody is like in amalgamation of non-individuals, they shouldn't be the norm. That's not the norm, okay? The norm is how you should be in your own individuality, the basis, the middle ground of your own individuality. That is the norm, not the norm is what the majority of a mass of non-individuals thinks. Fuck what they think in that sense, right? You should first focus on your individuality. And I have a video about this subject when it comes to creating a group, when it comes to collaborating and having a group. and having a group of people working together, you should first have your individuality and your own value system and spirituality in order to collaborate and create something together. Because when you don't have anything and you come together, or in a sense you don't have an idea, or it's just one person that has an idea and the others don't know how to do shit, are you going to all be spending 10 years trying to work together on something that you are trying to learn together? It would be much easier if you focused on your own creativity, on your own individual path, and then you come together and evolve together. But obviously, teamwork is always about upgrading, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn with each other. That's exactly what teamwork is. You are creating something together and you are learning how to solve certain puzzles and problems and certain things in order for you to upgrade whatever you are doing. But it's important for you to value yourself and to know who you are in order to be able to say what you think about something, and not just go into a certain place and you don't even have thoughts of your own. You have a thought of a TikToker that you hear on the internet. That's not what you want to do. You want to have your individuality and you want to practice it each and every day in order to find the right people that want to and that resonate with you, with your values and with your spirituality, in order to come to a common sense and have a form of collaboration going on that will benefit you in the long run and will benefit everyone else in the long run, right? So that is the topic for today. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Following a group, following a mindless, a mindless form that you look at as a group is not something that, it's something that you should avoid, so you don't become the type of person that will judge someone or will look sideways or even punish someone because they are expressing what they think, or because they are they have a different perspective from everyone else, right? You want to integrate your own creativity, your own individuality and expression, and bring that forth, so we can finally end with the mindless pursuit of a imaginary group and actually focus on our own individuality and creativity in order to make the world a better place and to create a world of our own in the 6th dimension. But that is for another video. Today, I'm very grateful for you watching this video, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and make sure to check out me and my amazing partner Esotericcloudsurfer's LinkTrees in the description down below, so you can check out our creativity and support unique individuals like us, like you, and like other people that you resonate with spiritually, mentally, and emotionally as well. I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.